Hello, lovely ladies. I hope you're doing great. Bubble skirts are so much on trend for 2026, and I personally think they are so much fun. They're also very versatile and easy to style. And if you stay with me, I will show you exactly how. In this video, we're going to be looking at 3 different types of bubble skirts and how to style them. So the very first skirt that we're going to be looking at is midi or a maxi skirt, I guess depending on how tall you are. This is from Sanka Set. And this doesn't have a very exaggerated bubble shape, but it's definitely there. This skirt has another special feature in the sense it is a cargo bubble skirt. It has all these pockets here, these ties, and so it is supposed to be a cargo skirt. That is also a bubble skirt. Styling-wise, longer length bubble skirts are in some sense similar to barrel pants. They have that sort of similar shape, very sculptural shape, and you really want to see the whole shape to get the full effect. So in this first outfit here, I've paired it with a deep red maroon top. And the great thing about this particular top is it has ruching in the center. And if that is one of the spots that you're conscious about, ruching always does a great job. And I personally love ruching. So pairing these kinds of long bubble skirts with a slightly fitted top works great. And in this case, I've tucked it in because again, that way you get to see the whole shape of the bubble skirt and you get the full effect. A neutral pump always elongates your legs and you can never go wrong with those. However, if you want a more casual option, you can always wear sneakers. Just like with barrel pants, you can also wear these sort of drapey, flowy blouses that are not perfectly fitted but still skim your body and look good and drapes really well. These kinds of tops also go really well with these long bubble skirts. In this outfit, I've tried to keep the colors mostly tonal or almost monochromatic, but this outfit would look just as good with, say, a cowl neck top in ivory. Again, you can add pumps or sneakers or sandals, depending on the weather and how casual or not casual you want to make the outfit. Next, we're going to look at a knee-length bubble skirt, and this particular one happens to be from Aritzia. Again, with a skirt like this, you can always wear a slightly fitted top, or you can also go with a drapey, flowy blouse. The only thing to keep in mind is make sure the top is not skin tight and completely like a bodycon top, because then it sort of exaggerates the shape of the bubble skirt and you may end up looking not in proportion. Another thing I wanted to show you was that with an elastic waist skirt, you can decide where it sits on your torso. For instance, I can push it down just above my hips and essentially lengthen my torso. But of course, now I'm kind of making my leg shorter. Or I could cinch this up a little bit and then make it sit in the smallest part of my waist and then make the torso look a little bit smaller, but I think the proportions look much better. So that's one benefit. You can adjust the skirt up or down depending on where the proportions look right for you. Another reason why I like to wear the skirt a little bit higher up on the waist is that way I can pair it with a crop top, like this beautiful cropped sweater. And this sweater has these beautiful pearl embellishments, so you can actually dress up the outfit if you so choose to. What I personally like about having a shorter torso is if I'm wearing something high-rise or high-waisted, it can easily pair well with a crop top. Now, some people may say that if you have a short torso, don't wear crop tops. But for me, it's just the opposite. The way I look at it, if you have a short torso, you can easily wear crop tops, crop sweaters, and then especially if you're not a big fan of leaving a big gap in the middle here, then you can wear something high-waisted, you have a crop top, and then you just have a little bit of a gap. That looks good. For the third skirt, we have this mini skirt from Reformation. And for me, this was actually harder to style compared to the previous two. And the reason is because I actually have wider hips, and this mini skirt sort of falls right around that area. So it requires a little more creativity to style this. What I've shown you here is a top that is relatively fitted. However, what I found that if I wore, say, boots that were also very close to the calves and very sleek and slim boots, that did not make for a good outfit, and it just overemphasized my hips. Instead, if I put on a boot that wasn't as fitted at the calves and had a little bit more space around it, had a little more bulk to it, that actually balanced the proportions really well. And if you're cold, just throw on a swing coat and you'll be warm and also look stylish. One thing to keep in mind about these bubble skirts is basically proportion. That is, what do you put on the top and what kind of boots do you wear? If you would like to wear sleek, slimmer boots, then one option that you have is put something slightly oversized on the top. Now with longer bubble skirts, that is not usually recommended, but when you have this sort of shorter mini skirt, then having something a little bit oversized on the top balances the proportions, and then you can get away wearing slimmer boots. And if you need to keep yourself warm while wearing mini skirts, be sure to get yourself a pair of these warm fleece-lined tights from Amazon. I talk more about it in this video here, but I'll also leave a link to it down below. I actually wore this very outfit with these tights and went out in 45-degree weather, and I was perfectly comfortable, and I get cold really easily. If you happen to live in even more cooler climates, what you could do is wear a base thermal layer and then wear these fleece-lined tights on top of it. And then you can get to a lot lower temperatures. I hope you enjoyed styling all these 3 different types of bubble skirts. Do let me know if this is a trend you would like to try, or you want to just let it pass by. If you'd like to know more about the 2026 trends and how to style them, please do look at the videos out here. I do plan on making even more videos about the 2026 trends, so please do hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of those. And if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button. And I will see you in the next video.